This is the Iowa Weather Report for Monday, March 23rd, 2015. And now our first look at the 0Z GFS model run at 1 p.m. this afternoon. We have a disturbance that's pulling away from the state to our east, another system beginning to take shape off to our west, and with that, it's going to begin a fairly active period across the state in the upper Midwest. See the system here at the surface moving off to our east. Could see some early precipitation in our eastern counties with some partial clearing west. Highs 30s in the east to the 60s in the west. Quite a spread. Well, we low into Tuesday, and really the very active weather pattern just continues once again. Another system comes in very late tonight into Tuesday, because this could bring us some showers and maybe some thunderstorms. Better chance over the southern counties. Maybe a slight wintry mix early on in our northern counties, but then that moves off to our east. However, you see a system hanging back over the Dakotas, and that's going to swing through late as we move into Wednesday and into early on Thursday, and that could bring us a little bit of rain, maybe mixed with a bit of sleet, as temperatures will drop back into the 40s for highs. You can see here on Thursday, good chance of showers and thunderstorms across the Ohio Valley down into the Gulf Coast, and the cold air just dives in here as we move to the end of the week here Friday. There could be quite a bit of clouds around, maybe a sprinkle with the cold air that's going to be in place. Highs likely in the 40s to maybe around 50. Saturday, we should see more sunshine. That should boost temperatures up a little bit more. Maybe 40s in the east and maybe low to mid 50s out west. And then as we move into Sunday, the warm air floods in. Unfortunately, another cold front's also coming in from the north and west. That should bring us at least up into the 50s and 60s here on Sunday before this cold front comes through. This front will bring a little bit of precipitation with it, mainly Sunday afternoon into Sunday night. You can see here by next Monday, the flow is west-northwesterly. It's not completely out of the Arctic, it's Canadian air. So this is going to bring the temperatures back down, maybe a skosh below seasonal levels, likely in the 40s for highs to around 50. Doesn't look to be too terribly bad, and it looks to quickly rebound as we go further in toward the end of the month with another system looking to develop off in the plains and the Rockies. Speaking of that, as we're going into the extended period, here's a system. This is not the system that you saw in the previous image. This is actually the system after that one, and it looks like it's going to dig in across the plain states. This is something we'll have to keep an eye on if this continues to be seen on model runs, because this could bring showers and thunderstorms, maybe severe weather, but don't think there's going to be, because this is still a week and a half out, and this could be gone on the next run, so it's out there for us to look at. The end of the forecast, well into April, around the 7th, you can see there's this system digging in across the mid-Atlantic, the upper Ohio River Valley, eastern Great Lakes. Flow is still out in the northwest around here, and that's going to bring the temperatures down a bit, but quite a storm system will be taking shape out over the east coast. Something we have plenty of time to watch, plenty of time for the models to get rid of as well, or plenty of time for it to move around. Satellite image from last evening, we had a system moving through the disturbance across Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, bringing some snow, sleet, bit of freezing drizzle across the area. Quite a bit of snow up in Minnesota and far northeast Iowa. Now our next system off to our west as well, with a few winter weather advisories last evening across the Sierra Nevadas. But you can see the advisories and winter storm warnings from Minnesota through northeast Iowa into northwest Illinois. Outside of that, it's fairly quiet across the country at this point. The KPF chart precipitation over the next 5 days through Friday evening at 7 o'clock shows precipitation around here maybe about a half to 1 inch, maybe a bit more. That's all in liquid form. Better chances across the Gulf Coast and the Pacific Northwest of seeing heavier than that.